Guys, welcome back. We're gonna do some cooking today with What's for Tea here on YouTube. She puts out great videos. Everything she makes looks incredible, and I love how she does her videos. Really cute. Um, if you have not done so, go check her out. I will link this video in the description. But this particular one is sausage and mash pie, easy bangers and mash midweek dinner recipe. I'm excited to check this out. This is something that you're going to find easily here. You would have to really just seek out a British restaurant or something to find it. Um, I don't even know where you would get the right sort of like the bangers, the sausage or whatever. I don't even know where you would find the right kind to use or what the right kind to use would be. Never had it, but I am excited to see how you cook it and learn a little bit more about it. So like I said, I will link Cheryl's video, What's for Tea, in the description. Go check them out because they are fantastic. Make some really great dishes. Um, but there will also be links over to Patreon. If you have not done so, go check it out. You join for free, tons of free stuff to watch, um, all unedited. And There will also be a link of how you can support the channel here on YouTube by becoming a member or with a one-time donation if you enjoy the content. But yeah, let's go ahead and check this out.
Hello everyone and a very warm welcome back to What's for Tea, and I hope that I find you all well. And tonight for tea we had this delicious sausage and mash pie. If you're a regular on the channel, you'll know just how much we love our bangers and mash. So it's just a kind of different way of having it. So as usual, I'm just going to show you how I'm putting this one together. All of the ingredients you will find underneath the video in the description box, but I'll put them on the screen as we go. So the first thing you want to do is get your sausages fried off. I am using pork sausage links, but you use whatever you prefer.
That you'd be hard pressed to find any that look like this. You'd probably have to just kind of find something close and go with it. And not every grocery store is going to have anything close to that, to be honest here. But I will say on that finished dish, first of all, I love mashed potatoes. That was probably my favorite food ever until I was like 20 years old. And the cheese on it, I think those cheese looked absolutely to die for.
But you want to give them about 10 minutes, just until they're nicely browned all over. Don't panic if they're not cooked all the way through, because we're going to continue to cook them in the gravy anyway. So lift those out, set them to the side. Use the same pan. To this I'm going to add a wee knob of butter, let that melt down, and then I'm going to add my onion. This is a medium sliced onion, so pop that in, and you just want to give it a good stir together. Make sure the butter is well coating the onions. Add a dash of salt, and this is going to help draw the moisture out of your onion. It will help sweat down your onion a wee bit quicker. So give this about 10 to 15 minutes and it will start to go caramelised, just like this. And then to this I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of plain or all-purpose flour. So drop that in and just give it a good stir together, just until the flour disappears. So a good stir in with that, and then we're going to add some more butter. So another tablespoon of butter, stir that in as well, and it will melt and disappear into the flour and onions. Let this cook away for about a minute just to get rid of the raw flour taste. And then to this I'm going to add some sage, and I'm also going to add some thyme. You use rosemary or whatever you prefer. I just think sage and thyme goes lovely with onion. Give that another few seconds, and then we're going to add the sausages back in. So you just want to cut your sausages into bite-sized pieces. I done mine on an angle just because it's a wee bit fancier. I am using beef oxo cubes, but use whatever beef stock you prefer. So add in your stock half at a time, just give it a good stir through, and this is going to help avoid any lumps, and it'll go nice and thick. And once it's thickened up, I'm going to add
Mm.
the rest of the stock again. Just give it a good wee stir through, let this bubble away, and then you can add your sausages into your gravy. And don't worry, you're going to think this is an awful lot of liquid, but it does reduce down. Pop a bay leaf in there as well, and then a wee splash of Worcester sauce. Give it a
I might have to try to make this. This doesn't seem that difficult. Um, I wonder if you could use like chicken sausages or something. Um, I mean, I'm sure you could. It sounds really, really good. I love onions and like gravy type stuff, and this is like right up my alley. I'm not huge on like sausage in general. Every once in a while, I might get like a kielbasa and do something, but I'm never really in love with it. Um, I might have to try this sometime. I'll use her recipe and maybe do a video cooking it and trying it because like the finished product looked banging.
another wee stir together, and you want to let this simmer away for between 10 to 15 minutes. Now it will reduce down and get slightly thicker. If yours doesn't, or you think it's too watery, you can add in some arrowroot or cornstarch or something to thicken it up, but it will thicken, and it will thicken in the oven as well. Remove your bay leaf because we don't want to be eating that, and I was really happy with this. So you just want to turn your heat off and let that cool down completely. I'm going to do my mash next. So get your potatoes into a pan. You want to cover these with
Do you guys have, just out of curiosity, because I was thinking I might do it if I make it instead of making actual hand-on mashed potatoes. Do you have like the trays that you can get at the grocery store? I know you probably don't have the one that like I usually get because it's from an American restaurant company. It's the Bob Evans brand mashed potatoes, and you just throw it. I mean, it's real mashed potatoes. It's just they've already done everything for you. Um, I just don't love making mashed potatoes personally, and I think the Bob Evans are really taste good, but they have different like brands of it. Usually, the grocery store has their own brand when you go. Sam's, Costco, all that stuff have their own ones that they do. I don't know if you guys have that or not. I'm sure it would, like I said, it would be different brands, but it just kind of makes it a little bit easier.
cold water and get this up to the simmer. Once your potatoes are just starting to simmer, you can add some salt, because if you add your salt at the beginning, it actually takes longer to boil. And I have tested
Huh.
that, it does work. So add your salt in at this stage. Then you want to bring this up to a boil, and you want to let these simmer away for about 15 minutes, just until they are tender, or when you push a knife in, the knife goes in quite easily, just like this. So you don't want them falling apart, but you do want them nice and tender. Drain your water out and return them back to the pan. I like to add a wee splash of milk and a wee knob of butter as well. This is completely optional, but it does help to make your potato that wee
Hmm.
bit smoother. So you want to grab a masher and just mash these until they're as smooth as you like. You don't have to mash them all the way if you prefer a rougher potato. I do like smooth mashed potato. I'm going to add some dried parsley as well, just to make it a
Ah,
wee bit more
I guess,
interesting.
yeah.
Give that a mash through, and this is lovely and smooth at this point, as you can see. And you want to do exactly the same with your potato as you did with your sausage and gravy, and just let this cool completely. I'm going to cover this just to make sure it doesn't develop a skin or go hard on the top. Like I said, just put your lid on and let that cool. We are going to have baked beans with ours, of course, so I'll heat
Oh,
those up later on. Once everything is nice and cool, you want to
now I do have a question for any of you that have made this. Are the baked beans, are they the tomato based baked beans? Or are they like more, I don't know, syrupy baked beans? Because like our baked beans that you would get tend to be like more of like I wouldn't say barbecue, but they have more of like a sweet, syrupy flavor as opposed to the tomato based um, baked beans, which, like, if you guys know, I usually have to either go to World Market or like find a grocery store that has a British International aisle, which isn't super common to find like Ural's tomato based baked beans. It's not something we have just anywhere.
Grab an oven dish. I'm going to put my sausages in the bottom, and
It
don't
looks
worry if
good.
you think this is looking dry, because when it heats up in the oven, it'll all go nice and loose again. Same with the mashed potato. Just pop that on the top. Make sure it's kind of even all the way across, just to make sure everybody is getting the same amount of sausage and potato. Mine's is a wee bit more uneven at the end, but I like potato, so I'll start there. And then
Yeah.
cover this with grated cheese, and that's it done. All you have to do is pop this into the middle
Where's the
of your oven for
beans?
about half an hour up to 40 minutes. Don't forget, everything is cooked, so you're really just warming everything back through just to bring everything together. And after half an hour, it'll be looking something like this.
That
And
looks
doesn't it look
incredible.
wonderful? And it's
Yes.
absolutely delicious. But do let this cool down for about 5 minutes, because this is going to be volcanic inside. It's going to be so warm. So do let that cool down. And this will do about 4 people, because it's very, it's quite heavy with your potato, the gravy. There's lots of sausages in there. So this will do it for people quite easily. And like I said, we are going to have our baked beans at the side, because I think baked
Wow,
beans with
okay.
anything like this is just perfect.
Tomato
Any kind of
based.
shepherd's pie, cottage pie, yeah, just lovely with the mashed potato. So let me know if you're planning on giving that one a go. And a huge thank you, as usual, to the supporters of the channel over on my Patreon page.
Yeah, go check out What's Your Tea. Go check her Patreon. Go check her YouTube. She's awesome. I love her voice. I think she's got the best accent. I think it's adorable. And her cooking, as you can see, looks amazing. She's awesome. Um, yeah, I don't know. Let me know if you guys would want me to try to make that and do a video. It looks really good. Looks really good. I would just the challenge would be finding the right sausage for it. Um, yeah, we might have to do that. Maybe we could do that next week or something. Um, I'm filming this video. It's actually Friday, and this isn't gonna pop up until I think Tuesday for you guys, unless you're a channel member, and then you get access to it as soon as I upload it. But we are actually supposed to get like a pretty bad winter storm this weekend, so that's why I'm trying to knock this out. So just in case we don't have power, going into next week, though, you guys are still gonna have some videos. That's why I'm kind of like, well, if we do this, we probably need to do it next week, assuming we don't get another storm. But it's supposed to be like a lot of ice and sleet, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Send good thoughts this way. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button, hit subscribe, share, hype, all that jazz. It helps with the algorithm, it helps the channel. And yeah, appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching with me. Have a good day.